Hi, welcome to the top 200 drugs for the classifications of antifungals, antivirals, and narcotics. We will be going over the classification as well as the brand name and the generic for each drug in the top 200 list. If you find these helpful, please remember to like, subscribe, and share these so that I might be able to make more in the future. For each slide, there will be the classification at the top, the brand name in the middle, and the generic at the bottom. I do recommend that you maybe pause and go over the brand name and the generic and the classification over and over again to yourself so you can help memorize them. We'll go ahead and get started. The first one we have is diflucan, which is the brand name. Fluconazole is the generic, and it is an antifungal. Next we have alotrazone, which is the brand name. The generic is clotrimazole betamethasone, and it is an antifungal. Next we have mycostatin, which is the brand name, and nystatin is the generic, and it is an antifungal. Next is Demerol, which is the brand name. Meperidine is the generic, and it is a narcotic. Next is Duragesic, which is the brand name. Fentanyl is the generic, and it is a narcotic. Next, we have Loratab, Norco, or Vicodin, which are the brand names, and the generic is hydrocodone acetaminophen, and this is a narcotic. Next is MS-Cotton, which is the brand name for morphine, and it is a narcotic. Next we have Oxycontin, which is the brand name for oxycodone, which is the generic, and it is a narcotic. Here we have Percocet or Endocet, which is the brand name, and the generic is oxycodone acetaminophen, and it is a narcotic. Next we have Tylenol with codeine 3, which is the brand name. Acetaminophen codeine is the generic, and it is a narcotic. This is Vicaprofen, which is the brand name for hydrocodone ibuprofen, the generic, and it is a narcotic. Next we have Suboxone, which is the brand name for buprenorphine naloxone, which is the generic, and it is a narcotic. Next is Valtrex, which is the brand name for valacyclovir, which is the generic, and it is an antiviral. And lastly, we have Zovirax, which is the brand name for acyclovir, the generic, and it is an antiviral.